Susie and Candy were exploring the new castle in the playground when... "Oh, that scared me," said Candy. "Sorry," said Pedro. "Still getting used to these levers." "Come on," said Susie. "Let's go on the seesaw." "Here comes Peppa and George," said Pedro. Peppa and George arrived on Thomas. "This is a big play castle," said Peppa. "I'll open the gate," shouted down Pedro. They went up the castle. George could only just see over the top. Down below, Danny, Emily and Rebecca were on the roundabout. Candy and Susie were on the treehouse. George then climbed up the beanstalk. "Be careful, George," shouted Peppa. "I bet you thought I was going to fall," said George, carefully getting off at the top. Rebecca was hiding and Emily had to find her. It was quite easy, really. Emily joined Susie and Candy at the top of the castle. "Come up here, George," shouted Danny. George was on the seesaw and had an idea. He asked Emily if she could jump onto the other side of the seesaw and he would be catapulted up to the treehouse. But George hadn't thought this through. He was only a little pig, and Emily, although only a young girl, was in fact a young elephant. She jumped, and George went flying high into the sky. Luckily, he landed in the pond. But the ducks weren't very happy about it. Peppa and Pedro went running over to George. "Ow, my ankle hurts," said George. Pedro went for help. The new hospital got a call about the accident. Daddy and Mummy Pig were on duty. "I'll go and get him," said Daddy Pig, and he got into the ambulance. "Now, what hurts, George?" "It's my ankle. I can't walk." Daddy Pig got the stretcher out and got George into the ambulance. "Just lay still, George," said Daddy, "and we'll get you to hospital." "I hope he's all right," said Peppa. They got George out of the ambulance and Nurse Mummy Pig examined him. "I think he sprained his ankle," said Mummy Pig. Can I have a bandage, Daddy Pig? Here you are, said Daddy Pig. And he sat down at the computer, checking the football scores. You'll have to rest, George, said Mummy Pig. Will he be all right? Said Peppa. Yes, he will, but no more jumping in duck ponds for a while. Thanks for watching our story. Here's another one you may have missed. Zoe Zebra called at Peppa Pig's house to see if she wanted to go to the park. Yes, please, said Peppa. Can George come as well? Of course, said Zoe. The three of them got on board the waiting James and off they set. It was a really windy day and the tall trees were swaying. When they got to the park, James had to leave. The wind was really strong. It was a very good day for flying a kite. But a very bad day to play with a beach ball. On the swing, Emily went back easily, but couldn't swing forwards much at all. George went to the treehouse. The ladder had been lost, so they always had to climb up the slide. Ooh, there goes someone's balloons, said George. Rebecca went up the treehouse as well, and poor Susie got blown over on the ground. Peppa started flying her kite as well. Then a big tree in the playground started shaking and was pulled out of the ground by the wind. It crashed against the slide on the treehouse, trapping Rebecca and George at the top. There was no ladder and they couldn't get past the tree. Everyone came running. Luckily, no one was hurt. Then they heard a train coming. It was Hello Kitty. Peppa asked Kitty if she could help in any way. She thought, I have a plan, and she then moved her train around the track. Kitty got out a rope and asked Peppa if she could tie it around the tree. She did with some help from Pedro. Kitty tied the other end to her train. With everyone standing well back, Kitty started the train. The tree moved easily and was pulled well away from the treehouse. George and Rebecca could now slide their way down to the ground. Kitty returned and they all thanked her very much for her help. Thanks for watching our story. Don't forget to like and subscribe and then watch another video by clicking on any of these clips. See you soon.